Well, Mr. Roach, we have met many occasions over the years, but perhaps none more so poignant than this here in Manchester Cathedral. It's a spectacular setting. Here for a very special reason, of course, a memorial service to Annie Kirkbride.
Yeah.
Your wife on screen of how many years?
35 years. I've known her for more, but we were actually together 35 years. Probably spent as much time with her as I did with my family. And certainly got to know her very, very well.
How does it feel being here today?
It's very, very strange because we're actually filming the funeral of Deirdre. And I had a scene, as can, where I'm given Deirdre's glasses. But of course, Annie wore them for 30 years. So you certainly don't need any motivation for the acting. We're always on the verge. Even now, it's just there. The day after she died, I went on the set, and to our set, number one, to do a tribute. And as I walked towards that set, I felt this woof. It was her presence, because she did have an incredible presence.
I was lucky enough to interview her just the once, and all I remember from the banter is the laughter.
There was always a laugh waiting from Annie. Whatever we were doing, the more serious it was, the more likely there was going to be a laugh. And tomorrow, her memorial service, there'll be laughter. That's what she wants. She was a fun-loving person, and she grabbed life, she loved life. An indication of how loved she was on all sides of the camera. 3 members of the crew, Paul, Stephen and Kieran, are going to get up and do a piece. Because always, when she came on set, she'd hug me, hug the directors, and then straight to the crew, whoever it was, everybody there. She loved everybody.
What's your role in the service going to be?
I'm just reading a poem.
Right.
So there's plenty of people who are talking about her. I'm just reading a little poem at the beginning, which I think is appropriate to her, and I hope she'll like it. I think she will.
It must have quite a unifying effect for all of you when something like this.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. It is a family. And doing the funeral like we're doing of Deirdre next week, Annie will be there. You know, we were just feeling of her to be there the whole time.
I think it's about time somebody bought me another drink.
I know I have never heard a single bad word or criticism about Annie. You couldn't. I used to call her a love bomb.
A love bomb?
Because she exploded with love. So she was a love bomb. She liked that. She used to sort of go, when I said that.
When you think about all the storylines you had, from the days of Mike Baldwin, the affairs, the trysts, and it boiled down to a trifle against a wall.
That's what it was actually the last thing she did.
And do you think she'll be laughing on a damp cloud looking down?
She'll be falling about. She'll be rolling about on the floor.
Deirdre!
I saw her the day she died. She died in the evening on the Monday, and I went that afternoon. And I was warned she'd lost a lot of weight. Won't be quite what you expect. But when I saw her, she'd lost some weight, but it had all gone back onto her beautiful bone structure, and she looked beautiful, really beautiful. And she was a very, very beautiful woman.